Each plant reminds me that what we throw away can actually feed us tomorrow. And that's how the story begins. So I tell you the story I'm titling, Don't Throw Away Tomorrow Today. Or if you want it as written, Don't Throw Tomorrow Away Today. Kavana's story. So which one is Kavana's story? Now, Kavana is the name of a gentleman I know. And he's a young father who never saw himself as a gardener until his baby boy, Nanaya, was given birth to. And that changed everything. You see, like many new parents, Kavana found himself going through countless cans of baby formula every month. Name it. For those of us in Ghana, we are known for throwing them away. And so was Kavana's story. He would just use the formula together with the wife and then they would throw it away. But each time he threw one away, he felt this tinge of guilt. Why am I throwing away a bit of my money? Because I bought this for this amount and this part was not used. More importantly, the bin kept filling up quite easily because the empty cans was very easy to fill up the space in the bin. I hope you get the point. So he realized that there was something that he wasn't doing right because he was also in the long term contributing to the landfill site becoming more occupied with empty cans. So then one Saturday afternoon, this idea struck him. What if I grow something in these cans? Just what if? And it is always starting with a what if. So he washed out the cans, punched holes at the bottom, filled them with some soil which he got from a nearby lot. And then guess what? Kavana decided to plant seed of pepper. Simple seed of pepper. A few weeks later, these tiny green leaves began to sprout out of the empty cans filled with soil fetched from a nearby landfill site. Just imagine. He felt encouraged. He filled more cans. Then he began to line them up in a small backyard farm he had created. Oh, how beautiful the place had become this time around. Empty cans, still empty cans he used to throw away. And the peppers began to grow. His son would eventually join him. So they bond together, father, son, in the backyard, growing pepper. Guess what? Still in the empty cans. They watered together. They planted together. It became a weekend ritual. And soon, the family stopped buying pepper from the market. Just imagine. Even better, Kavana started giving some to his work colleagues, and later on he realized, no, I don't have to give it all out. I have to sell them. So he started selling some pepper to make something. Again, out of the empty cans he used to throw away. Neighbors began asking questions. Some dropped off their empty cans as well. So in the process, a few joined him to observe what he had planted at the backyard. Oh, they took inspiration. Just as I believe somebody is taking inspiration from today. So they also formed an association, a backyard gardening group where they will share ideas on seeds, tips on composite and harvesting, and so on. So the idea was so interesting that they had to find out what Kavana was thinking. Then he said to them, each plant reminds me that what we throw away can actually feed us tomorrow if we choose to rethink how to use it. The empty cans. What started with baby cans and a handful of pepper seeds became a story of waste turned into worth and food grown from love. That is Kavana's story. The story of don't throw tomorrow away today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me see you give me some wave, virtual wave. Nice. And that's what is going to dovetail into why we've gathered here today. We are here to talk about, and thank you, I see all your reactions. I'm most grateful. Thank you. If you enjoyed Kavana's story, then sit up. In fact, sit upright. And if you're wearing a hat like mine, make sure it's well positioned, because if you're not careful, the wind will blow it away. But I don't want the wind to blow away your hat, because we're going to learn. Why are we here today? We are here to take thought on this. What I am calling, what makes storytelling strategic? What makes storytelling strategic? So I will leave you with these 5 principles and then one framework within which I usually use to convey and tell my stories. The first principle is that your audience, without your audience, you have no story. If I crafted this story and told myself, I'm only perhaps reflecting. It's never a story told. So understand what matters most to the community who make your audience. More importantly, ask the question, what's at stake? Why are we on this call, for example? Why did I choose that story of Kavana and not that of Ya, or not that of my friend from Uganda, and so on? 2, relatable heroes. You see, I chose those 2 words carefully. Everybody know about a hero, but most heroes are not relatable. We can connect with them. They are there and we are here. There's a story being told on a Ghanaian news network, Joy News, and I like how they couch it. They call them impact makers. So when I talk about heroes, I'm talking about impact makers. Impact makers do not necessarily have big names. They do not necessarily have brand visibility on all the traditional and social media platforms, but they are making impact. Those are the people you would want to aim at and make them relatable, simply because we can relate with them. So use ordinary people making extraordinary change in your community and focus your attention there to tell their stories. 3, the 3rd point I should say, tension and transformation. You see, start with a problem. As a storyteller, you want to create some tension in the minds of your audience. But then that tension should be released through the narrative, transforming into something positive. When I started telling the Kavana story, I could tell from the look on Yaira's face that she wasn't too sure where I was going. But midway through, I could tell again from the look on her beautiful face how excited she was and how the narrative had become meaningful to her. That brought transformation. So start with the problem, show the struggle, and then reveal the change, the transformation that will come with it. The 4th point, emotional connection. You know, there is not anything as beautiful as hearing words and feeling emotions within you. Usually, you are supposed to be touched, or you take in something that you see, and so on and so forth, before you begin to have some sensation, the other 4 senses. But then words, just the use of good words put together, strung together in the appropriate order, can bring all of these other elements of the senses together. Just words. In case you're wondering, please read a bit about Winston Churchill and how he used words to win the Second World War. You know, so use pair of facts in ways that will make feeling and your stories memorable. Please connect with your audience at the emotional level. Last but not least, take note of that expression. It's not last but not the least. Last but not least. In other words, if we rank them in any particular order, it doesn't mean this is last. So it is last but not least, not the least. Last but not least on my key 5 principles on what will make your storytelling strategic is aim at tangible outcomes. You see, you have to find ways of telling the story by tying these stories to visible results. Are you aiming to tell a story that the audience can visibly have a look in their mind's eye on less waste, save money, jobs created, and so on and so forth? That is it. You are making the right choice. In effect, what am I saying? I am telling you that you need to be very intentional about how to Put your audience first before you even craft your story. Make relatable heroes the center of the action. Create the right balance between tension and transformation in the minds of your audience. Appeal to their emotions and connect with them with your story. And aim for tangible outcomes with that particular story. If you do this and you do it so well, you are working within this framework of feel, think, and act. Your story is going to stir emotions, convey insights, and will prompt action in the minds and hearts of your audience. That is what will make your storytelling a very strategic one.